All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy, guys. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, if you've been here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. It helps me and my channel a lot. And lastly, if you'd like to join my sports betting community, it's a fantastic community full of sports bettors, dope people. We cooking up slips, we cooking up plays, parlays, straights, live bets, and we in there getting some money. And everybody in there is fantastic. The link to the Discord will be in the pinned comment and in the description of the video. Come hang out. Come see if it's something that you'd like to be a part of. Okay, so I'm dealing with a hangover from hell. I had a great Thanksgiving. All the family came over. My wife cooked up just some phenomenal food, man. We had goddamn turkey and ham and salmon and yams and greens and casseroles and just, I don't know, guys. I ate so much. I drank so much. I'm recovering, okay? This hangover is from hell. I'm getting too old. So yeah, let's just get through this. My head's fucking rocking, but let's just review yesterday. We're going to go to the player props. We'll go over the games. We got the NBA and the NFL. And I'll get you out of here with an absolute bag, and we're going to crack them, folks. So let's review yesterday. I started my 50K challenge yesterday, day one. I go up $52 yesterday, profit. We went 5 and 5 total. We went 2 for 2 on straights, 2 for 2 in live plays, 1 for 1 on parlays. Took our net profit to $52. So pretty damn good. Hard to complain with that. Hitting the parlay helped a lot. Hitting this parlay at plus 191 when I put a unit on it, this was great. And then these live plays, this live play right here really sealed it. It was the quarter three, 6.5 for the over, 6.5 for the Cowboys, and them to cover a spread. And it came out to plus 207 with a 25% boost on there. I hit that as well. So those really solidified today. The Lions, I don't know what that was. That was some bullshit, man. They fumbled like on the 3-yard line, and a bunch of weirdo calls, you know, rigging from Vegas and shit like that came in and helped the Bears cover. So anyways, it is what it is, guys. They should have been well over 30 and they should have covered 10. They did not. We still go positive, up $52. Good start. All right, let's review the player props. We'll start with football because there's only one game today. But before I do that, sponsor of my video, Bet Any Sports. Guys, if you are in a state where sports betting is not legal and you need to use a bookie, or you're not allowed to have like ESPN or FanDuel app, you can come on here, guys, and you can bet anything. You can bet player props. You can bet parlays. You can bet Pat Mahomes to pass for fucking 395 yards today, if you'd like. You can parlay that with O'Connell to pass for 300 yards today. Your odds will be plus 7,500, and you can place a bet. So it's just like having an app. If you'd like to tap into it, it's in the description of my video. Anyways, let's get into it. Only prop I'm on today for football, Pat Mahomes over 16.5 rushing yards. Guys, coming off that 60 rushing yard game, he's had 39, 17, 9, 19, 0, 60. But he's coming off this 60, and I just think that he's utilizing his feet really well. He's healthy, he's moving well, and the Raiders have a pretty damn good defense. So I'm thinking a lot of times if his players are covered downfield, he should be able to get out there and make some shake with his legs. I don't think he has one big run. I think he has like 5 small runs, and I think he clears this. I think he gets maybe 20, 25 rushing yards today. So 16.5 with a 64% hit rate on the season. I like it. I'm happy to bet it. Let's run it and just see what happens, you know. Anyways, guys, so let's talk about the actual football game real quick. Let me get this pulled up for you guys so we can actually talk about the game. And here it is. Chiefs Raiders. Notice a giant fade. I don't know how we can bet this game, guys. The Raiders are Chiefs kryptonite for whatever reason. I'm not saying the Chiefs don't beat them. I'm not saying the Raiders always win. What I'm saying is it's always a very difficult game. You have a Raiders team who is terrible and should not even compete. And every time these two teams see each other, it is a battle. The spread's at almost 13 points, which is crazy to me because we saw the Lions versus the Jags. They only had a 9.5. So how the fuck is the Chiefs Raiders, with the history between these two teams and how good the Raiders play the Chiefs, at 13? So because of those reasons, it's just a full fade for me. I can't put money on this game. I tried looking at every angle. I almost took the Raiders first half over 6.5 or the total over 14.5 for the whole game. But I decided to lay off that too because their quarterback is a sack of shit. Last time they did beat him 20-13. I think it was last year or some shit. I don't know. Maybe it was this year. I can't remember. But he passed for like 50 fucking yards and they won. Like, that's how ridiculously lucky the Raiders get versus the Chiefs. I can't put no money on any of these. I don't know what happens. I really don't. You would think the Chiefs win. You'd think they cover, but we've seen these Raiders just compete versus the Chiefs every time they play. So my place today for football is Pat Mahomes over 16.5 rushing yards. It's the only play I have. I couldn't even find any other player props I like. You'd like to get Brock Bowers for the Raiders, their tight end. He's their best receiver. You'd like to get him in there, but his line's juiced all the way up to 60 plus, and you know the Chiefs are going to be all over him. The passing yards for the quarterback, last time he had 60 yards. I'm not backing him to get 200. And then Pat Mahomes at 250 is even a lot because the Raiders defense is good. So all around, like, there was just there's just no. I thought DeAndre Hopkins might be a good play, but his yards, he's not projected very well, and I really don't like the matchup for him. There's just no place. Pat Mahomes over 16.5 rushing yards. Lock it. I do like this play a lot. I wouldn't say I'm in love with it, but I like it a lot enough to put my money on it. And right now, these dollars mean everything to me. Pat Mahomes over 16.5 rushing yards. Let's get it. Let's lock it. And let's get back into the player props for the NBA today, where the real money is going to be made. First one, Brandon Miller, LaMelo Ball, the GOAT, the offensive player of the century, is hurt. He's injured. He's not playing. That means Brandon Miller, who's already been putting up, he's their second highest scorer. He's been putting up 20 a game. Now, without LaMelo in there, who the fuck's going to shoot the ball? Brandon Miller has to get more touches and more shots off. He's already hit this a few times with LaMelo in. With him out, guys, no way he doesn't have a day. I think he goes for 35, 40 points, and I'm dead serious. Without LaMelo, he is the star. He's going to step up. He's shown that he can do it many times. I know don't worry about hit rates, guys. I mean, take it into consideration, but you need to find spots. I keep talking about finding spots. This is a spot for Brandon Miller to pop off and have a great night. I love his points over 25.5. Lock it. I'm already on it. It's locked. Let's get it. Next, Cameron Johnson, over 18.5 points. He is questionable with an ankle injury. He ain't really hurt for real, man. He's either he might play, he might not play. He's probably got in a fight with somebody. He ain't fucking injured. If he does play, I like him to have a big night. Over 18.5 versus Magic. I think he steps up to the plate. It's a good spot for him. He should get a lot of touches, a lot of points tonight. I have a lot of faith in Cameron Johnson to do well and have a big night. If Cameron Johnson is out and he doesn't play, immediately go and cancel any Nets bets you have, okay? Because I'm on the Nets today. So if Cameron Johnson is ruled out before the game starts, you must cancel this bet. But if he's playing, I think they have a chance tonight. And I think he has one of these big 25, 30 point nights that we've seen him have before. I really do. So we will see, but I'm on Cameron Johnson over 18.5 tonight. Next, you already know, guys, Nikola Vucevic to continue to just cash us out with these rebounds. He's done it, guys. We have cashed his rebound almost every single day. FanDuel had it at plus 116 with a positive EV on this. I was all over it. I jumped all over this bet. Anyways, yeah, man, Nikola Vucevic over 10.5 boards is a no-brainer for me. We've been just cashing him. Every time there's a spot for him to cash this, we cash it. I think he is just balling out of his mind right now. And as you guys know, I love taking centers with boards versus the Celtics. The Celtics do not do well against teams with great centers who are strong and tough and can bully Horford. Horford is softer than shit. Vucevic dominates today. I like his points. I like his rebounds, but I lean towards his points because the Celtics do play really good D. They're just shit off the board. They shoot a lot of shots from the perimeter. They throw up a lot of crazy layups and throw up a lot of rush shots. And when they do that, Vucevic should be in there getting boards all day. Wouldn't be surprised to see him have 14, 15 boards. Next, Cat over 11.5 boards. When are they going to start respecting this man? Why is his 11.5 boards at minus 115? Listen, I'm not complaining. I'm happy about it, but come on, man. 16, 15, 14. And today you got him versus the fucking Hornets, as if he's not going to get 12 boards versus the Hornets. Please show a little bit of respect to my guy. This is what he does. He's going to get in there and he's going to get boards the whole game. He's going to put up 30 points because he's the MVP. Next, Ivica Zubac, boards, guys, over 11.5. Easy bet for me. Timberwolves, soft as hell on the glass, man. They ain't getting boards like that. Zubac's in there boring and fighting for his team. Him and Harden are all they got. It's all they got in the world, okay, guys? And I will say he's got a 70% hit rate on the season. Now, they don't allow many boards to the center. I don't pay no attention to that. I don't care. Zubac is a fucking monster, and he's going to get in there and get boards today. Lastly, Jakob Poeltl, over 11.5 boards, guys. Got him at 12. I love this spot for him. I think he gets in there and just bullies the fuck out of Miami and gets all types of boards today. I've been killing it with these rebound props, trying to find spots where the rebounds make sense. I like Jacob, I like Ivica, I like Kat, I like Nikola. And these are point spots right here by far and large. So these are my 4, 5, 6 props that I'm on for NBA. let's get in there and talk about each of these games, tell you where I'm at, why I played, what I played, all that good shit. So first game of the day, guys, Knicks and the Hornets. And I believe this is the 12 p.m. game, so I got to hurry up and get this damn video out. But it's a fave for me, guys. Listen, do I think the Knicks can win? Do I think they can cover? Yes, I do. But guys, I'm not going to sit here and tell anybody to take a 12.5 point spread on a professional team ever. I don't believe in doing that. You will rarely see me lay 9.5, and that's extremely rare. Best team versus worst team in the NBA. I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, go lay 12.5 points. That's insane. So it's just like today with the Chiefs, 13 points. It's just insane. It's just too much. These spreads are too high. I get the Knicks are way better. I get the Hornets suck. But it's 10 and 18 versus 6 and 12 team, and a Hornets team who can shoot. LaMelo's not in, but and so maybe that's why the line is so high. But like we talked about, Brandon Miller is just as deadly as LaMelo is when he gets all the touches. So no way that I'm gonna back at the Knicks with 12.5, and I am a Knicks fan. They're my favorite team, so I'm completely unbiased with this shit. This is a business. I'm about making money, and I'm not putting 12.5 points with anybody. Next, Cavs and the Hawks. Listen, the Hawks are solid, but I'm on the Cavs minus 5.5. You don't get these Cavs at this price very often. Cavs minus 5.5 is just a no-brainer for me. Do we need to talk about it? I got one of the best teams in the league versus a mid team. If the Hawks cover, so be it. The Hawks are good. They've played them well. I get it, but I don't care. The Cavs are top 1 or 2 team, top 3 teams in the league. Hawks are nowhere near that, and you can get the Cavs to win by 6. I love it. I'm on it. Let's get it. Pelicans, Grizzlies. Pelicans and the Grizzlies, full fade for me. I would love to take the Grizzlies, but again, guys, like I just talked about with the Knicks and Hornets, I'm not going to tell you guys to put your hard-earned money on a fucking spread of 11.5. That is just, it's just that when there's so many other plays and other opportunities, I will feel like a piece of shit if I'm telling y'all, hey man, go lay 11.5 points. That's the logic behind that is so fucking crazy when there's other plays. Unless this is the only play today and we're just looking to get some action, sure, man, I guess I'll lean it. But like, even then I try to drop it down and parlay it with something. 11.5 points is nuts. Maybe it hits, maybe it doesn't hit. I get that. But like, think about how much that is just so much room for error. 11.5 points is fucking nuts. I'm never going to tell you to lay that. Do I think the Grizzlies win? Do I think they can cover? Yes, I do. Would I put a hard-earned US dollar on that? Fuck no, not on any spread over 10. Next, Clippers and the Timberwolves. I got Timberwolves it's actually minus 5.5. At minus 115 is what it's at now, guys. Timberwolves minus 5.5 is a great play here. Now listen, I do think the Clippers are good, but the Timberwolves lately they look fucking ridiculous. I think the Timberwolves come out here and bust their ass. I think they really kind of have a statement game tonight. I'm not worried about the Clippers. I do think Zubac does pretty decent tonight, but I think the Clippers will struggle with the Timberwolves defense. And I think that the Clippers, when they're versus very physical teams, I don't think they do well. I think the Timberwolves are going to be in their face and causing them a lot of problems. I don't think the Clippers can keep up with them. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this should be a Clipper spot. They are a better team. They're 12-8 on the year. The Timberwolves are 8-10. It is a little bit strange, but the line in itself is weird to me. Give me the Timberwolves to have a great game and beat these Clippers. I might regret it. If I do, I'm going to stop disrespecting these Clippers because I've continued to fade them a lot and get burned for it. If you don't want to play this one, guys, if you want to be on the Clippers, wouldn't blame me at all. Go with your gut. My gut's telling me Timberwolves beat them tonight pretty badly, so I'm on Timberwolves minus 5.5, but again, really go with your gut. Next, Magic and the Nets. You got the Magic at 13-7, the Nets at 9-10. And listen, even Discord's kind of on my ass. Like, you got to stop disrespecting these Magic. Listen, I know the Magic look very good. They're a money-making machine, and they've been very profitable to a lot of players. I get it. That said, I don't think they're that much better than the Nets, and I think 7.5 is too many. It's just that simple. I wouldn't be surprised if the Nets win the game outright. The Magic, I know they're winning games, but I watch them play and I just don't see it. I can't even like, it's kind of like when you watch the Bengals play and they lose every fucking game and you literally just watched it happen and you get done and you're like, how the fuck did they lose the game? That's how I feel with the Magic. I watch them play and when they win, I'm like, how the fuck did they win this game? But they be winning. I'm just not sold yet. And I think the Nets are a very good, underrated team. I think the Nets are good, man. So Nets plus 7.5. I think they play great basketball. I know their record doesn't reflect it. Record's not always all telling, okay? Give me the Nets plus 7.5. I promise you guys, if these Magic blow these Nets out tonight and they cover this 7.5 point spread, I will stop disrespecting the Magic. I will just be on the train. I'll be on the bandwagon. I promise you, this is my last time fading these Magic. If these Magic clear this tonight and bust these Nets ass, I'm done disrespecting them. All right, next, Pacers, Pistons, fade. Raptors and the Heat. That's also a fade for me. I just think it could go either way. It's 8.5 points you gotta lay with the Heat. Listen, I know the Raptors suck. They're 5-14, but the Heat are 8-8. They're really not good either. You gotta blow a 500 team and a 500 team. No one wants to watch this game. Nobody cares. It's gonna be extremely unfun to watch, or even I won't even watch it. Unless there's no chance I watch this. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's just a fade. No one cares. Celtics and the Bulls. Okay, so this is nuts. 11.5 points you have to lay with the Celtics. And trust me, there's going to be cappers out there telling you to lay 11.5 points with the Celtics to win. I will never tell you guys, I've already talked about this twice in this video, to lay over 10 points with anybody. But I will take plus 11.5 points gladly. Guys, the Bulls are 8-12, and they got and now they're full. Listen, the Celtics are great. They're very, very good. But I would not be surprised if the Bulls win the game today. Just being real. The Bulls, they're playing okay. They keep games competitive. And I just don't trust the Celtics to cover big spreads like I've talked about a lot. The Celtics get these gigantic spreads, but the way that the team plays, it just doesn't. What am I trying to say here? The way the Celtics coach plays, I talk about this a lot. Why am I fumbling my words here? The way the Celtics play ball and the way the team is coached is to keep games close, give their starters a lot of rest. They bring them in, they keep the lead. They're such a good team that they can control literally the score of the game. The Celtics are not a team to blow people out. They're a team to win every game, keep them close, and ruin your spreads and ruin your parlays. That's the type of team the Celtics are. They're frustrating. They're great. They're excellent. They're extremely talented. They will win the game. By how much? Not 12. That's where I'm at. Bulls plus 11.5. The Celtics are not big spread killers. They're just not. They don't hit big spreads. They win games. They are game-winning team. They're not caring about blowing people out. They like to keep their players healthy, rested. They like to give the bench, and they like to be a full oil machine. They do not like to just go in there, keep the starters in the whole game, and blow you the fuck out like that. They don't beat up on the lost team. They just beat them. And so Bulls plus 11.5 is too many. I'm on the Bulls. Thunders and the Lakers is a fade for me because I simply, I still don't trust the Thunder. I think they're figuring things out. I think they're getting back to where they were. They're starting to play good ball, but I still don't trust them. And I'm not comfortable fading a Lakers team who's excellent. I still think the Lakers are a very, very good team. Maybe it's the fan in me. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a Knicks fan. Maybe it's just the fan in me, but for whatever reason, I never feel good when I fade LeBron and the Lakers. Like when I do it, I'm like, here we go. Like, why would I do this? You watch the games here. I literally never feel good fading the Lakers. So Lakers versus Thunder. If I had to pick, I'd be on Lakers plus 3.5. But the way they've been playing, I don't even want to do that. It's a full fade for me. And then lastly, the Kings and the Trailblazers. That's also a fade for me because I don't trust the Kings at all. I do think they can cover this 7.5. Probably it is plus 100, which is really good price. But I think that price is trying to bait you in and get you. I think even the Vegas thinks that Trailblazers beat them tonight, or at least cover the spread, because that 7.5 and plus 100 is real tempting. It almost got me, but I don't trust the Kings. I'm sticking to it. This money's too important right now. We on a grind here. We on a challenge here. I'm trying to grow this big ass bankroll, and I can't put a cent of my hard-earned USDs on a motherfucking Kings team who's been terrible. Okay, so what are my plays for NBA today? Here we go, guys. Here they all are. Knicks Hornets, Brandon Miller over 22.5 points and Cat over 11.5 boards. Cavs and the Hawks, give me the Cavs minus 5.5 to cover the spread. Clippers Timberwolves, laying 6 with the Timberwolves, and then Ivic Zubac over 11.5 boards at plus money. Love it. Magic and the Nets plus 7.5. Cameron Johnson over 18.5 points. He is questionable. If he is out of the game, cancel this bet. If they rule Cameron Johnson out, cancel this bet. I am targeting him to have a massive game tonight with like 25, 30 points. If he is out, cancel this bet. Raptors and the Heat. Jakob Poeltl over 11.5 boards. And then Celtics and the Bulls. Bulls plus 11.5. And Nikola Vucevic over 10.5 boards. I also cannot fade my boy Vucevic versus anybody. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Let's get a bag. Let's absolutely crack these folks. And don't forget to come stop by the Discord, see if it fits you, see if it's something you're interested in. We have a great community of great people. Let's get out here, let's get a bag, and let's crack these folks.